Peace, peace, family. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dali's Universe of Ahimsa. And today, I have a very, very special guest here today, Dr. Munish Chawla, who's a dear friend of mine. And Dr. Munish Chawla is a radiologist and works at Southeast Memorial Hospital. But his passion lies in meditation, yoga, mindfulness, and food awareness. Dr. Munish also gives lectures on mindful meditation and Vipassana. So welcome, Dr. Munish.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here.
Thank you. So Dr. Munish, when did you first get into meditation?
So I've been doing meditation, off and on for a long time. There was a friend who introduced me to this. And off and on I would practice, but I felt like I really wasn't getting it. There was something more that I was missing. So I looked up just, on Google, on internet, to go to an actual course, to something takes me away from my everyday life, to learn meditation, just to see what it's all about. Because everything I would read, I would talk to people, they would mention that it just has amazing benefits.
Wow.
So in 2012, I went to a Vipassana course.
That's actually my question too. Can you tell our audience that doesn't know, what is Vipassana?
Okay. So Vipassana it literally translates into seeing things as they are.
Wow.
So when we're experiencing the world, you may have heard of the expression, we're really just experiencing our mind.
Okay.
So we have so many filters that get in the way of what truly is happening.
Right.
So whether it's, it's greed, or whether it's your ego, or whether it's anything that keeps you from seeing things as they really are.
Correct.
And, all our flaws and all the way we skew things to keep the way we want to be things, so we sort of make our own reality.
Okay.
So Vipassana is seeing things as they really are.
Wow.
And in order to experience that, first you need to just sort of, bring your this chattering mind.
Yeah, the monkey mind.
The monkey mind.
Yeah.
To get a little bit better control, and just to give a pause.
Wow.
You've heard of the analogy when you have several different programs going, the computer doesn't work as well.
Right.
So part of meditation or Vipassana is turning off all the other programs that are running.
Right.
Just doing one thing at a time.
Correct.
If you're washing dishes, just washing dishes, not longing to do something else.
Right.
So Vipassana kind of helps you get into that mindset.
Wow.
And I mean, all this stuff that I've gotten involved in since then is direct result of Vipassana.
Wow, that's beautiful. And in Vipassana, I've heard that you can't speak, and it's like a 10 days. Can you go over that with us?
Right. So this is a, meditation intensive.
Okay.
So for 10 days, you're there just as a yogi or as a monk.
Wow.
And you're given your own quarters. You get 2 meals a day. And for 10 days, you don't talk to anyone that's also taking the course.
Wow.
And, they teach you step by step.
Okay.
Even if you don't know anything about meditation, you can still go.
Right.
If you know a little bit, of course it
It's
helps.
better, yeah.
You get a little foundation. But you can go there as a novice, and they teach you the entire technique, and they also teach you why you're doing what you're doing.
Wow.
So that way there's no illusion, and if you have a question or you need clarification with the technique, there's a teacher available that you can talk to.
Wow.
And just for that purpose, you can talk.
Wow.
But in terms of the other students, and the rest of the time you're there, for 9 days, you're not talking to anyone.
Wow.
So the idea is to become introvert.
Introvert. And then you get to learn your true self, your higher self, your authentic self, right?
Yes.
When you're quiet.
Right.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So Dr. Munish, please tell us about your nonprofit organization, Peaceful Planet. And look, I just got the new shirt, and check out the back. Yeah, super hot, super hot. And so Dr. Munish, can you tell us about Peaceful Planet, your vision and mission for this organization?
Absolutely. So this is an organization that my wife and I started, and we also have Dr. Anuj Shah on the board of Peaceful Planet. And our mission is to foster peace, health, and wellness.
It's beautiful.
And what that means to us, you're taking care of all aspects of wellness. It's holistic wellness,
Right.
not just focusing on one thing or the other.
Yeah.
And all these things are interrelated. And when you're mindful, you're more at peace with yourself.
Right.
And a lot of times people forget you got to be mindful in all aspects of life.
That's right.
And sometimes, people don't worry about nutrition or diet or food so much.
Right.
But for holistic wellness, you need yoga, you need meditation,
Yeah.
and you need a compassionate diet.
Yes. Because when you eat right, you think right. And when you think right, you feel right. You feel right.
Absolutely. Well said.
Thank you. Dr. Munish, how have you felt since you've been meditating and being mindful? How have you felt physically, mentally, and spiritually?
So when I went to the course in Vipassana in August 2012, I was expecting to learn a tool that'll reduce stress and
Yeah.
maybe a little more spiritual.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect the profound shift that occurred within me. And
Wow.
it sort of unfolded over the next few months to years, really.
Wow.
So when I went into the course, I was a pescatarian.
Okay.
Originally I was an omnivore, I ate everything, but over the years my wife's always been a lifelong vegetarian.
Wow.
And I knew that's not something that's not good for me, it's not good for the planets, it's not good from an ethical standpoint,
Right.
but I just had a hard time giving up seafood.
Okay.
So when I went to this course, it just something clicked, and I came back and I was a vegetarian.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
So-
amazing.
And we started doing the research, and my wife at that time was also doing her own research. She was getting patients in her clinic who were coming in for different checkups, and
Wow.
they were doing better on a vegan diet.
Amazing.
A vegetarian
Yeah.
diet that's free of dairy.
Mm.
So both of us were sort of at the right place.
Yeah.
So I was a vegetarian for 5 months.
Wow.
Then in February of 2013, with my wife, we both became vegan.
Amazing. That's beautiful.
So that would not have happened, I don't think, if I hadn't gone to the Vipassana course.
Yeah, I agree. Even myself, this all happened because of meditation first. I was meditating first, and that's when I found my higher self, and automatically you feel the unity of everything. Everything is connected, and it just automatically kind of happens.
Right.
So Dr. Munish, how can one start to meditate and practice mindful meditation?
So, any sort of meditation, and I'm familiar with mindfulness and Vipassana, which are very similar.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter what meditation you start with.
Right.
The key thing is you need to do something other than your daily rat race. You need to take time out for self-care.
Right.
You need to just have some downtime. And there's lots of apps that you can get on the App Store. Headspace is an app.
Okay.
There's lots of Buddhist temples if you're in the Houston
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
You can actually go to a course or a retreat. Some are, just a weekend retreat or one-day retreat, and others are longer.
Wow.
So you can do it that way. And, it's just basically just hitting the pause button in our
Right.
everyday rat race and just realizing there's more than just,
Yeah.
what we're doing every day and
Right.
going to work and eating.
Yeah.
So just sort of making that mental shift.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've seen on Facebook, there's a beautiful picture of a man walking his dog. And the man, he's got that monkey mind. And while he's taking the walk with his dog, he's thinking, I have mortgage to pay. I'm not getting along with my wife. The coworker's a jerk at work. My car's this, that. Where the dog is so present, the dog is smelling the grass, feeling the sun on its back, listening to the bird, feeling the air, and being so happy with his master.
Yes.
He's so present in the moment, and that's something we can learn.
Absolutely.
That when we're so present with everything we do, it's like so much awareness happens.
Yes.
And a student asked a master once, that master, what can I learn first? And the master said, well, when you're hungry, you eat. When you're thirsty, you drink. And the boy's like, that's what everyone does. And the master says, no, people don't sit down and eat and be mindful of it.
Yes.
when it's called mastication. No, not masturbation, mastication. When you're actually chewing your food and being so mindful about it.
Absolutely.
So I love being mindful all the time, even when you're doing dishes or making juice or, it's wonderful. Dr. Munish, what is happening to the brain when we meditate?
Okay, so there is a lot of research that's, that's really relatively recent.
Mm-hmm.
And there's all sorts of new connections that are being made
Wow.
when you do meditation.
Wow.
Parts of the brain that actually give you happiness,
Wow.
they're activated.
Okay.
Parts of the brain that cause stress or release these stress hormones, they are down-regulated.
Okay.
And parts that give you attention, give you a better mood, just make you feel better and peaceful,
Yeah.
connected.
Yes.
Those parts of the brain are activated.
Wow.
And this can happen in as little as 8 weeks.
Wow.
They've actually done studies on patients. They've done functional MRIs.
Mm-hmm.
They can look at what part of the brain is activated when someone is thinking about any sort of everyday thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And then other parts they're doing actively meditating on something.
Wow.
They can see different parts of the brain
Wow.
have activity at that time.
Wow.
So this is well documented. In little as 8 weeks, you can
Wow.
literally change your own brain.
Wow. And is dopamine being released? When,
Right. And all these, when different parts of the brain are activated,
Mm-hmm.
they have their own language. It's
Okay.
dopamine, serotonin, and several other factors.
Wow.
And all of these factors, give us better peace of mind, reduce our stress,
Wow.
and also just allow us to slow down and enjoy the moment.
That's right.
Be present,
Be
not
present.
be rushing to the next thing.
That's correct.